Hello, folks. This is Jessica. Today's we are going to be making a lamb shank leg rancho style. As you can see, my fire is going on right now in my wood stove. So what I'm going to do today for you guys, this recipe is rancho style, just like I said. The ingredients are going to be radish, mushrooms. Also, I will be using 2 black peppers. I will be using 1 white onion. I will be using also some jicama. Jicama is a Mexican root, just to give a heads up. I will be using a little bit of tora, which is one of the bulb, just like this one, and 2 little cucumbers. Also, I will be using 7 cloves, garlic cloves, 2 chicken bouillon, cinnamon, 7 little pieces of cloves, radishes, and also mushrooms, just like I said before. I really love this recipe, guys, and it is so tasty that you definitely want to make it at home, just to give a heads up. The first step that we're going to be doing, I'm going to show you how I make my lamb shank. So as you can probably see, the first thing that I need to do is get a fire going. That is the first thing you need to do. Secondly, I got a cast iron pan. This lamb shank I purchased at Maplewood store. I don't know where you can get your lamb shank. I'm sorry. This one is not so big, but it is just enough for 2 people. I will be honest to you. So I purchased this little one, as you can see. It's about 1.5 pound. Now, in my case, particularly, that lamb shank was a little too big for my cast iron pan, but I was able to cut it a little bit, just as you can see. And the first thing that I'm doing here is browning my leg. Browning your leg, it is just the best thing to do because all of those flavors coming from the lamb shank are going to be dispersed throughout that whole procedure. I'm going to be using a little bit of seasoned salt just to give a heads up because seasoned salt already has a little bit of spices. And you want your lamb shank to be a little bit spiced up, I will be honest. So that is what I'm doing here, just so you know. Also, one thing that I noticed is that this leg is not as brown as this piece. So I'm going to go ahead and use probably my knife. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to be cutting the leg so that way you can see what procedures are going to be in regards to make your lamb shank a little better. You want to every single piece of the leg to brown, which is what I'm doing here now. I'm using my knife. I want to make sure that this is going to be brown inside and out because I don't want any raw meat. I will be honest with you. I like lamb. I love lamb. It's one of my favorite dishes, but honestly, I don't want any raw meat in my plate. I will be honest. Then once you cut on one side, you're going to be flipping the leg. On the other side, I'm going to be doing the same thing, just doing openings on the leg. So that way, all of the leg is really brown and cooked inside. I will be very careful. If you guys have a utensils, please use them because they're going to be helpful for you guys. You don't want to cut yourself. You don't want to have an accident, so just be careful. As you can probably see now, the leg is getting a little brownier. You see all of those lacerations that I put on the skin. You can see that it's getting brown for sure. See the bone, how raw that is? You want the bone to be browned. As you can see right now, it's getting browner and browner, which is what you want to do. You see this little piece of meat that I have on, well, the bone is not as brown yet. I want the bone to be brown, just like I was letting you know. I'm going to show you one of these little pieces of meat, how brown you want your meat to be. Just let me go ahead and, just like this one that I'm touching right now, that one. See this one? You want your meat to be brown like that one. That's going to be a lot of good flavors to your meat. And also, one of the things that I almost forgot to let you know, you don't want to do any oil or anything like that. The grease from the leg is going to be your oil. Second step, once your meat is all brown, you're going to be putting the onion just like I'm doing. The following step is going to be, if you have a blender at home, you can use a blender. Obviously, I'm here at a Rancho Sinna. So Rancho Sinna, we don't have any blenders, which is okay. I got my Moto and Puzzle. And I'm going to be just pretty much crushing my garlic, crushing my cloves. And I'm pretty much used to doing this, guys. Like when I was with my mom growing up, sometimes we didn't have the electricity, so we used to use the molcajete, which is a motor, and also the pestle. So just to give a heads up. So you want to do all of your cinnamon, all of the garlic, also the cloves, as you can see that I'm doing. I almost forgot to let you know that I'm using 3 tomatoes on my lamb, just so you are aware. You don't need to mash them or anything like that. You can just dice them as I am doing here. I don't know if you guys know, but tomatoes, 80% of the tomatoes is water. So instead of using any water on my lamb, all of the juice coming out of the tomato is what's going to be making my water. And that's all I'm doing. For my torab, I will be using also dicing my torab, just like my tomatoes, basically. That's all you got to do. Just be careful if you use a knife. Some people may need a cutting glove. I don't know. I'm pretty much used to cooking all the time, folks. I feel comfortable, but safety is number one, just so you are aware. But my goodness, this lamb is already smelling good. And it's not even halfway through. As you can see, the meat is already really brown. It's really good. It smells delicious, so delicious. At this point, I will be putting that tomato along with the tora, as shown on the video, as you can see. And we're gonna let it simmer, simmering all of those tomato juice flavor, along with the onion. Now what I'm gonna be using is just a little bit of tiny water, a little bit, just to make sure that I crush my cinnamon, cloves, and garlic really good. Just a little bit, as you can see, not much, not much. As you can see, now everything is like really crushed. So the next step, you guessed it, is going inside my pot. See how simple this is? This is not complicated at all. It is very simple. If I can do it, you can do it too. And it is just absolutely good. That meat smells already really good. I wish you could be here. All right, so almost to the last step over here before I let my pot simmer. Black peppers, I'm going to put them on the side just for the flavor. As you probably know, black peppers they don't have any spice at all, it's just a flavor. And I will be using the little cucumbers. I sliced them in little pieces. See? That looks even beautiful already. Before we cover my pan, I'm going to be putting the chicken bouillon, and I use only 2 cubes. That's all I'm doing here, folks. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to get a little piece of foil. I will be letting this simmer for about 1 hour. So what I'm doing now, obviously, if it's too hot, please use a path. Don't burn yourself. Be safe. Safety is first. Since I don't have any lids or anything like that, I ended up putting my comal on top of it. my skillet. Not a biggie. We are here at Rancho Sinna. We don't have much dishes. It's okay. You got to be creative. So we'll be coming back in half an hour now and see how that is, okay? Oh my gosh, it smells so good. So, so, so good, folks. And the fire is not so high. You want to get the fire maybe medium. I don't know how you can measure that in the wood stove, but it's not burning a lot. Meanwhile, what I'm going to be doing, I will be making a little bit of salad with my radishes and jicama. If you notice the mushrooms, I definitely have them ready here already, and I chop them in little pieces too. But the reason I did not put the mushrooms right away is because the mushrooms tend to disintegrate so quickly, and I don't want that to happen. All right, so it has been half an hour. You can see that it's already boiling a little bit. You can see that it's sizzling, and it is super hot. I'm not even using my hands anymore. And see, this is simmer already. Half an hour. We're going to go ahead and stir the pan slowly. You don't want to break the veggies or anything like that. But you can definitely see that the tomato has already, all of the water from the tomato, you can tell that it's already cooking down. So you want to make sure to flip all of your meat, all of your little pieces of veggies, mix them up all together. What you want to do is just to make sure that all of your flavors are merged together. All of the cinnamon, all of the garlic, all of the cloves, black pepper, cucumbers, tomatoes, and onion. And you can even see that there is a little bit of water already in the pan. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hungry. I am getting hungry. This smells so good already. Oh, wow. So what I'm going to do now, I will be putting the mushrooms at this point. It has been half an hour simmering. That's the last step that you want to do. Put the mushrooms on top. We're going to do another half an hour. Simmer. Now it is okay if the mushrooms disintegrate a little bit, but they're not going to be totally disintegrated. So same thing as we done before. We're going to be go ahead and putting all of the mushrooms in my skillet and my pan or whatever you call it. I'm going to be putting the foil back on again. And we are going to let it simmer for another 30 minutes, guys. Meanwhile, you can do a little 30 minutes. You can do housework or whatever. It is okay, not a biggie. Okay, it has been 1 hour now. Now you can see how everything is looking, guys. See? Everything is looking so nice and perfectly cooked. All of those aromas, all of that flavor. It smells really good, guys. If you guys got the opportunity to do it at home, please do. You will not regret this recipe. It is really, really, really good. So this is ready. And I think it's time to eat already. What do you guys think? I think it's time to eat. Yes, I'm ready. And along with my lamb, as you can see, I made some baked potatoes. And it is time to serve. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is all simmer. That is really good. You can see the meat that is really soft. Check this out. The sauce is nice and juicy. And it is time to eat. You can see the meat that is very cooked. You can see the lamb, how soft that is. You can see every single vegetable already implemented into your dish. And look at the meat. The meat is just so soft. It is just absolutely good. Oh my gosh. And here we are. We're going to be eating, my husband and myself. And let's ask him how he liked it. It is really good. You cannot hear him, but he said that it's really good. It reminds him of Indian food. Obviously, we ended up eating just the meat and the veggies and all of the goodies in the meat. The jicama and radishes is just to dilute a little bit of flavor of the strong lamb flavor. So it is a really good thing. He just told me right now that he definitely likes it. It reminds him of Indian food from India. And veggies, jicama, the lamb, it is just so flavorful. Just like I said, we are here at Rancho Sinna. You cook. I didn't have much ingredients, didn't have pots or lids or whatever. Not a biggie. It is okay. We can make it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. And even Sandy, my dog, ended up eating something really good. Check this out. God bless you all. Thank you for watching us here at Jessica in Wisconsin. And we'll see you next time, folks.